Hi, everyone. I'm Tamara Jeffries of Grow and Thrive Wellness, and these are my top 5 things to bring more joy and happiness into your life, especially during these turbulent times. So, number 1, listen to your body always, but particularly in really stressful times like we're living through right now. It's so important to listen to what your body needs. If it needs to rest, let it rest. Don't just power through it. Even if it's just 5 minutes, even if you just give yourself 5 minutes to close your eyes in that empty office that's at the end of the hall. I know I've done that. Give yourself those 5 minutes. Also, when you're having days where you just feel out of sorts and you can't put it into words, ask yourself, if my body could speak right now, if it could move in such a way that would express what I'm feeling, how would it move? And then take a breath and give yourself a moment to listen to the impulses of your body and then move. You might find that you need to stretch, to yawn, to shout, to bounce up and down, to wiggle. The body moves in these organic ways. Do you remember watching little kids and that spontaneous, unbridled movements? They just do weird things at random times. But that's how our body moves. That's how our bodies moved before conformity was stamped on them and they were told to sit still. So when you're in one of those days where you're just feeling out of sorts, listen to your body and let it move how it needs to move. And once you're done, notice how your mood has shifted. I know for myself, after I do this, I'm usually laughing because my body likes to move in ridiculous ways and make weird noises. So have fun with it. Have fun with it. Just listen to your body. That's number 1. Number 2, bring pleasure into the mundane. There's so many things that we must do in a day that's just part of life. But what if we could bring more pleasure into those things, those must-dos? For instance, paying bills. I don't know anyone who enjoys paying bills. But the last time that I sat down to pay my bills, I decided that I was going to bring more pleasure into this process. So I turned on my Frank Sinatra playlist on Pandora. Please don't judge me. But the Rat Pack with like Dinah Washington and Ella Fitzgerald thrown in there just makes me sublimely happy. I mixed myself my favorite cocktail and I sat down at the kitchen table and I paid my bills. And by the time I was done paying bills, I was in the best mood. So find ways to bring more pleasure, more joy into these things that we must do. Number 3, stay in touch. It can be so easy to lose track of others because we just become so focused on our own lives and our own families. But we need our social connections right now more than ever. So reach out, call people, video chat, however you can make a real contact, not just liking what they've posted on social media because it's not enough. We need to feed these contacts in real ways and nurture these connections. Like, for instance, in addition to just trying to keep in touch with my friends, I'm also part of a very small women's group that meets once a month. And it's just such a joy to be able to gather with these women every month, knowing that they're going to be there for me and for each other. We need our social connections now more than ever. So number 3 is stay in touch. Number 4, deeply, deeply, deeply relish the little things, because it's the little things that bring joy to life. So often we get mired in this thing of like chasing all of these big dreams, which is wonderful, but it's the small details of the day that bring joy to you, like your morning cup of coffee or your walk with your friend. Whatever it is, these small joys, deeply relish them. For example, remember in lockdown when we couldn't hug each other? That was the worst. That was the worst. So now when I get the opportunity to hug someone, you better believe I'm hugging them like I'm never going to see them again. And I'm relishing those hugs. These are the small things. So what are the small things that you can just deeply, deeply relish? Do that. Savor it for all it's worth. And number 5, surround yourself with beauty. Beauty inspires and uplifts the spirit. I try to, in my environment, wherever my eyes are going to fall, put something beautiful there, either a picture, flowers, something, so that I have these little touches of joy throughout the day. Your home should be your sanctuary, especially in times like this. So fill it with things that delight all of your senses and that fill your heart with joy just by looking at them. So that's it. That's my top 5 things to bring more happiness and joy into your life. I will see you all again real soon. Take care.